Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Welcome to another episode of What's Going On? What's going on? Okay, now, the whole time, I didn't even realize it was in there. Dude, we caught her again. We caught Evan Rachel Wood again. Again, lying again. Look at this from Truth for Manson on Instagram. Okay, you remember how Evan Rachel Wood was crying about Marilyn Manson controlling her. He controlled all aspects of my life, all the way down to, what I wore. Really? Really, Evan? Because it kind of looks like you're just dressing like the people you date. Okay? And again, we get it from someone out in the ether because what's happening? All these people know you're full of shit, Evan. So they're all going to come out and drop your ass from Truth for Manson on Instagram. Look, she looks just like that guy. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Look, oh my God. The hair, really? The hair? And then look, who is that? A girl? That's her with a girl? Yeah, it's her with a girl. Sister. Again, look at that. They're dressed the exact same way. Exact same thing. Look, and there's the ex-boyfriend. The dude from Jumper. That's him. Scarf, coat, glasses, same thing. I mean, come on, dude. How many more times do we have to catch this person lying? How many more times? And that's why for me, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I don't need to hear anything. And as well, I don't even feel like there's much more. How much more do we need to show to prove that this woman is a fucking liar? And from what it looks like, she's a pathological one. That's what it looks like. It seems to me that Evan Rachel Wood is a straight up pathological liar. That's what it looks like. So we had been talking about this for a few days, the Ezra Miller case. Now this is a big one. This is an exclusive with Variety. And that's why I wanted to start it, and we're just going to start right off the top because this is very long. So I want to go through the whole thing, and this is an exclusive. Apparently another person's coming out at him, or at them, at Ezra Miller, and I don't know. I don't know what to say about this anymore because the Flash is still going to happen, dude. There's still going to be a Flash movie. Look, Ezra Miller accused of harassing woman in Germany and Iceland in Germany, and Iceland choking victim breaks her silence. So that's two. This is two. I thought this was a story about just one woman. No, it's two. Accused of harassing woman in Germany but wait, there's more. And Iceland choking victim, and those are the stills that I showed you about the Iceland choking victim. So let's go through those. One more time. Okay. So it is right here. You can see. Okay, here he is, and you can see him standing. Apparently the person was like dancing or something. I've said that before. And then he just straight up puts his hand around the person's fucking neck, dude. And then, this one's turned, but I'll turn it for you. And then he puts the person up against the goddamn wall or whatever that is. It's like a little thing. And then he goes and he UFCs them straight up onto the floor. And I don't have the photo of them on the floor. I'll go ahead and get it, but you can see it right there. He straight up UFCs the person on the floor, dude. What the fuck, man? And this person still has a movie? We still have not found out that they're gonna pull the movie. Come on, and it's political to say this. It's political, and I kind of don't want to say it, but he's only having the cover he has. Sorry, they're only having the cover they have because of their pronouns. Is that what it is, right? Or label, or whatever. Because Ezra Miller is a they, that's the only reason they are still having a movie. If that would have been a normal guy, like a he, him, or whatever, is that what it's called? He, him, right? If that would have been a normal guy, it would have been Done, bro. You'd have been done, cooked. Your chicken would have been cooked, and they would have kicked your ass out. You never get another movie again. But I bet you anything, those woke people in Hollywood, they don't wanna drop his ass, because then they're gonna be called transphobic or whatever it's called, right? That's the phrase or something like that. I think it's something like that. I don't know. I don't pay attention to all that bullshit anymore. I think honestly, dude, getting out of politics has made me like 70% more happy, because still the other 30% having to deal with all this bullshit. Um, See, and that's the thing, is something like this, it literally shows you right in your eyes the double standards that we have in our society, in our culture, in our pop culture. And that's what this is. Movies. So do you think that a guy that's he, him, or what is the phrase? What is that, cis? Is that what it's called, or some bullshit, right? Sorry, and there's people that are going to get offended by that. Sorry that I call it bullshit. Sorry. And, there's a lot of people that think that it's bullshit, and there's a lot of people that think that it's not. Sorry. If it was if it was like, and then I said normal a few times, didn't I? Oh, geez, they're going to get real mad about that. Oh, you said normal. Come on, when I say normal, I mean I guess I mean straight, but not normal. Like, normal doesn't even mean anything anymore. Damn, get over it. Okay. So here it is. Let's start it up. Ezra Miller accused of harassing woman in Germany, and Iceland choking victim breaks her silence. Let's start it up. In the spring of 2020, as the COVID crisis was rapidly becoming a global pandemic, Ezra Miller began wearing out their welcome in Iceland. The actor, best known for playing the DC superhero The Flash in several films for Warner Brothers, was set to start filming the studio's latest entry in the Harry Potter franchise, Fantastic. Oh my God, this person was in Fantastic Beasts, and Johnny Depp wasn't. Really? Oh my gosh. In London, when the shoot was halted on March 15th due to COVID, in the weeks after, Miller, who identifies as non-binary and uses they/them pronouns, became a regular at bars in Iceland's capital, Reykjavik, I believe that's how it's pronounced or something, where locals came to know and even befriend them. Many recognized Miller from the earliest breakout movies, the 2012's The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and 2011's We Need to Talk About Kevin, where they played a troubled teen who brought a bow and arrow to school and murdered his classmates. Damn. Wow. Miller, then 27, also started to show a different volatile side to their personality, one that began to concern Icelanders. There was always something with Ezra, said Carlos Rainier, then a bartender at, Prikio Cafeus, something? A pub located at the heart of Reykjavik. Is it that? I don't know. I think that's how they say it, Reykjavik. Rainier said he intervened in two altercations at Prikio involving Miller. The first was a heated argument between Miller and a male patron that began as banter but ended in the actor putting the man in a chokehold. Oh my. And slapping him. Rainier, who broke up the fight, says Miller later apologized and the other patron quickly shrugged it off as a joke. The actor was allowed to continue frequenting the bar. See right there? I think they probably were just fine with it, that he said that he did apologize. So, I mean, when it comes to something like that, like why did they keep him there? You should have just kicked his ass out and then never let him come back. That's pretty much it. We just brushed it off as two friends getting drunk and getting into a fight. I guess not. Rainier said, it's Iceland. That happens twice a weekend. Yeah, I bet. What do you have to do over there besides drink? The next altercation, in which Miller assaulted a young woman at the bar, was harder to discount. The incident grabbed global headlines when footage of Miller placing the woman in a chokehold and then pushing her to the ground went viral online in early April 2020. Soon after the incident, Variety spoke with the woman Miller assaulted. She recently confirmed that her comments could be printed for this article. She asked to remain anonymous out of concern for her privacy, as she's telling her story publicly for the first time. See, now that's another thing that we've been talking about. Like, now they're coming out with it, right? Well, here's your problem, lady. You should have came out with that shit when it happened. Sorry. And I know that some people are going to, well, that's victim shaming. No, understand something. If something happens to you, tell people. Make it known, man. Like, don't do some stupid shit like not say anything. What is like, oh my God. I think it's the most annoying thing when you have to hear these assault victims and then they're like, oh, I was quiet. I was scared of, dude, that's not a good fucking idea. That's not a good idea. Stop doing that. Dude, this person is, I think there's something going on up there. And I've also commented that I think they are probably on Adderall, dude, on uppers. I think they are. In the blurry video, Miller is seen confronting the woman who's smiling and waving her arms as she walks towards them and asking, do you want to fight? Is that what you do? What the fuck? After Miller grabs her neck, she lets out an audible gasp. The person filming the video stopped to intervene, Variety has confirmed. According to these three sources, the woman had been speaking to Miller at the bar prior to the quarrel. She said she inquired about the actor's feet, visible in flip-flops, after noticing some wounds, which Miller explained were battle scars from a fight. After discussing how they got them, she began to walk away, but turned around and joked, but just so you know, I could take you in a fight. What the fuck? Miller replied, you really want to? Okay, that's kind of stupid. Did she really say that? Did this woman really say that? After noticing some wounds, after discussing how they got them, she began to walk away, but turned around and joked, but just so you know, I could take you in a fight. Okay. Well, that's different, bro. You're going to talk shit like that, and then well, I'm not saying about anything, but dude, you're going to talk shit, and then you're going to try and come out as if he attacked you. Bro, you were talking shit. Even if you said that to a woman, she'd probably attack you for that. If a man said that to a man, he'd probably fucking be like, what the fuck, bro? You want to fucking start some shit? Like, something. Like, but come on. I mean, this whole thing is made out to be as if Miller just went off on someone and it was like unprovoked or some shit, because that's what they made it sound with the headline. That's exactly what they made it sound with the headline. Bro, if you go around and go tell that to somebody. For real, I'm serious. Go tell that to someone at a bar or something where people are drinking, and then like you're having fun and you're like, oh, I could take you in a fight. Dude. After discussing how they got them, she began to walk away. But just so you know, I could take you in a fight. What kind of fucking stupid fucking comment are you doing, lady? Miller replied, you really want to fight? And the woman told them to meet her in the smoking area in 2 minutes. Oh my God. If this is true, bro, this isn't even Ezra Miller's fault. Okay. So I came into this thinking that it was some kind of unprovoked attack, and Ezra Miller just went off on someone because we have already heard stories about him. Well, apparently it's not. Some person, you think you're going to go around telling people, but just so you know, I could take you in a fight. And then Miller says, you really want to fight? And then the person says back to him, meet her in the smoking area in 2 minutes. Oh, well, that's basically a fight. Dude. That's a fight, bro. If a man was looking at me and he told me, bro, I know I could take you in a fight, just so you know. Así puto. Really? And I told him, you really want to fight? And then the guy tells me back, yeah, well, meet me in the smoking room in 2 minutes. Oh, well, that means it's fucking on. Well, what are you talking about, Variety? Why are you making it seem as if Ezra Miller just attacked someone? And even I thought that when I saw the video, because I hadn't read the whole article, because that's not what I like to do. I like to find these articles and then you and I read them together and we react to them. But god damn, dude, why would they make it seem as if Ezra Miller just attacked somebody? He didn't. That's called a fight. Sorry. Let's read it again. That is called a fight. Okay, let's read it again. After discussing how they got them, the stuff on his feet, she began to walk away, but turned around and joked, but just so you know, I could take you in a fight. Bro, that's not a joke. Miller replied, you really want to fight? And the woman replies, the woman told them to meet her in the smoking area. That's a yes. Dude. If a guy told me, meet me in the smoking area, I'd be like, all right, fine, let's fucking go, bro. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Seriously? And that's another thing. Maybe they got people to click on it, and then once you find out Ezra Miller probably didn't actually do anything. This sounds, I mean, it is still a girl, but this sounds totally justified now. After reading this, it's like, hey, well, you wanted to fight him. It kind of sounds like you wanted to fight him. Eventually, Miller confronted her outside the bar. I think it's just fun and games, but then it wasn't. She said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" See, no, that's not okay, lady. I'm sorry. And I don't, and I think that a lot of women watching that are my subscribers, they would say that's not okay. Oh, so now you thought it was fun and games? No, what are you talking about? You told someone to meet you in the smoking room, in the smoking area, after they asked you what you want to fight. That's a challenge, dude. Like, that's a challenge, dude. What the fuck? It's a sentiment echoed by another woman, Nadia. She requested that only her first name be used out of concern for her privacy, who alleges that in an interview with Variety, that after a warm 2-year friendship with Miller, mostly via text message, the actor came to her Berlin apartment late one evening in February 22 at her invitation. They hadn't seen each other since they had had consensual sexual encounter in 2020, but after a friendly interaction, Miller's mood sharply turned when she told them that they couldn't smoke inside her home. Okay. He probably just went off. Yeah, see, that just set them off. I asked them to leave about 20 times, maybe more. They started insulting me. I'm a transphobic piece of shit. I'm a Nazi. It became so stressful for me. They were going around my house, looking at everything, touching everything, spreading tobacco leaves on the floor. It felt disgusting and very intrusive. Okay, well, that right there is fucked up. That's Ezra Miller is in the wrong for that one. Absolutely. After roughly half an hour of pleading, Nadia said she finally convinced Miller to leave once she called the police. The incident left her deeply disturbed. While she is clear that she never felt, really sexual assault. Oh, well, of course, sexual assault. I thought she meant, While she is clear and that she never felt at risk of sexual assault that night in her apartment, she believed the actor could somehow attack me physically. Yeah, we just saw that he attacked someone physically, but then again, that's a fight. I totally felt unsafe. 5 people, 2 friends, a women's right advocate, a German social worker, and Nadia's German lawyer told Variety that they spoke with Nadia soon after the alleged encounter with Miller and corroborated her account. In April, Nadia filed a criminal complaint about her experience, which Variety has confirmed with the German state prosecutor's office in Berlin. While the prosecutor was investigating a charge of trespassing against Miller, their office says that it has discontinued its proceedings since the actor is no longer in Germany. What the fuck? That's kind of stupid, but okay. Just over a month after her alleged encounter with Miller, Nadia saw news reports that the actor had been arrested half a world away in Hawaii for disorderly conduct and harassment after another turbulent incident in a bar. In May, TMZ... Wait... So this was before Hawaii? Oh my, all of this was before Hawaii? God damn, what the fuck? Really? And this person still has a movie coming out. There's still a movie coming out. Hawaii for disorderly conduct after a number of times. In May, TMZ released body cam video of Miller's arrest in Hawaii, in which the actor records much of the encounter for, they say, NFT crypto art. In the video, they also say a patron at a bar declared himself as a Nazi and accused a police officer of touching their penis during a search. Oh, come on, man, that's the stupidest shit ever. Nadia realized she wasn't alone in her experience with the actor. It seems to be a pattern, she said. They jet set abuse. Oh, they jump to abuse? Okay, yeah. That alleged pattern has only grown more alarming after a second arrest in Hawaii in April. See, after the first arrest, that's the second arrest. After the first arrest, this person should have lost their movie, dude. That's the way it's supposed to go. What the fuck? And they still got to be in the movie that Johnny Depp wasn't in. Really? Really? This time for a second-degree assault after allegedly throwing a chair at a woman and leaving her with a cut, we've talked about that, on her forehead. The actor additionally has had 2 protection orders placed against them. The first, as reported by the LA Times, was by parents of now 18-year-old from Standing Rock Indian Reservation in North and South Dakota who claim Miller manipulated their daughter when she was between the ages of 12 and 18. Well, look, first of all, when your daughter is 12 years old, that's not his fault, or that's not their fault. That's your fucking fault. I'm sorry. That's the parents' fault. That's the parents' fault. The child is 12 years old. Take care of your fucking kids. The child is 12. There's absolutely no reason for a 12-year-old child to be with a grown person, to be even hanging around a grown person. They're supposed to be hanging around other 12-year-olds. So that's on the parents. Sorry. Referred to LA Times, parents Massachusetts. The second was by parents of a current 12-year-old in Massachusetts. Another 12-year-old. Two 12-year-olds. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck? The second was by parents of a current 12-year-old in Massachusetts that involves an incident that occurred just days before their alleged confrontation with Nadia in Berlin. So let's get this straight. This person, Ezra Miller, has literally already had altercations with two 12-year-olds. Two. Not one. Not one. Two 12-year-old children. And they're still getting a fucking movie. Studio movie. Now, granted, you know, that DC has come out and said they're not going to work with them anymore, but still, pull the fucking movie, man. God. Nadia in Berlin. In a story about the latter incident, the Daily Beast reported that Miller allegedly got into an aggressive confrontation with the Greenfield, Mass. Family over the mother's casual reference to her tribe. Oh, that's that one. And Miller's claim that the board game Parcheesi appropriates Rastafarian culture. At one point, Miller allegedly revealed revealed a gun and said to the family member, talking like that gets you in a really serious situation. Bro, you show someone your gun, you better pull that shit, you pussy. In June, a Rolling Stone story alleged that Miller has been housing a mother and her 3 young children at their Vermont farm and amid unsafe living conditions. Really? Come on. The unsecured guns scattered around the expansive property. The mother told Rolling Stone that Miller helped her escape an abusive marriage. Okay, well, I guess that's good with bad. So she escaped an abusive marriage, but she's in unsafe living conditions. I guess that's take the good with the bad, I guess. As for Miller's future as a movie star, it's unclear whether they will continue to perform as the Scarlet Speedrunner in future projects. So I think after everything that's gone on, you better not fucking get another movie, because goddamn. But Warner Brothers is still committed to releasing the $200 million budgeted tentpole The Flash in theaters in June 23. According to the sources with knowledge of the project, the film simply cost too much for the studio to scrap entirely, and reshooting with a new actor in Miller's role is similarly cost prohibitive because the actor is virtually in every scene. I think the only way that's going to change is maybe if nobody goes to watch it, but I don't think that's going to happen either. You know, I don't think these scandals that I keep saying I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't think these scandals that they are going through they're obviously not making enough noise because this is Variety. It's not like this is, a big, giant thing that people read every single day. People read Variety because they read Variety, not because it's mainstream news. You know what I mean by that? Like, it's not a big enough deal to actually remove him, and especially from a $200 million movie. You see? So in a sense, yes, they shouldn't get a fucking movie at all, ever again. But at the same time, $200 million, you're already sunk into the goddamn thing. So you're really fucked either way. According to sources' knowledge of the project scrapped because the actor, also the film likely can't generate the revenues needed to turn a profit without a robust theatrical run. So putting the movie directly on HBO Max is unlikely. All eyes are on Warner Brothers. However, as to how it continues to navigate the choppy waters surrounding choppy waters, those are choppy. What you're gonna call that chop? Okay, okay. Well, that's just a little chop. Oh, it's okay. We just got a little chop. Yeah, I remember hearing that one time. It was in a movie called Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, we know what happened to that goddamn yacht. Tell you that right now. This is choppy, I guess. The studio already had to downplay the actor's involvement in Fantastic Beasts. Yeah, you think? Because Johnny Depp can't be in Fantastic Beasts, but this fucking crazy person can? Come on. Which opened in theaters in April. Representatives for Miller had no comment. Of course they did. Oh, hush, hush. A source close to the situation tells Variety that Miller hopes to address the allegations at some point, but they have chosen to privately focus on their health and healing over the coming months. What? How are you going to try and bury that? But they have chosen to privately focus on their health and healing over the coming months. Oh, that is total fucking bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. No. Jeez. When Miller started showing up at Preco Coffeeus in Reykjavik, their unusual behavior was at first chalked up to the eccentric whims of a visiting celebrity. Fine. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. That's so stupid. He's not even that big of a celebrity. That is so stupid. If they weren't lighting incense or candles or even bringing in their own Bluetooth speaker and playing it super loud to overpower our music, what a fucking asshole. There was always something. Rainier, the bartender at Prikio, said, we'd approach them and say, hey, do you mind? There are other people here. It was a bit of a chuckle, and then they would go, yeah, sure, and they'd stop, only to continue a little bit later. Yeah, because the person like that knows that nobody's going to do anything because of... The day Miller assaulted the woman at Prikio in April of 2020, her initial interactions with them felt at first to be in a similarly barbed yet easygoing vein. What? When she told Miller to meet her in the smoking area, no. Dude, you said it, bro. If two dudes said that to each other, if there's a guy watching, bro, and then you look at me, right, and you tell me, well, you want to fight, and I told you, well, yeah, well, meet me in the smoking room, 2 minutes, bro, let's go. Come on. And what am I gonna do? Oh no, bro, I was joking, bro. Come on, man, come on. And that has nothing to do with her being a girl. That just has to do with being a pussy. That's it, you know. And it appeared that Miller took it as one as they remained inside. Obviously not. But then the friend of the woman approached Miller and told them that he'd heard the actor didn't want to fight. My friend didn't have to say that, the woman allowed. It was just a joke, obviously. But Miller took that literally and got super mad and came running outside. No, what? No, dude, no. We're going to go back and read that whole little part again. No. No. I'm a Nazi, blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Okay, it's up here. This is what the girl says to him. But just so you know, I could take you in a fight. Those are fighting words, bro. Those are fighting words. And Miller replied, you really want to fight? And the woman told them to meet her in the smoking area in 2 minutes. Bro, those are fighting words. If two men said that to each other, there is a fight ensuing after that. Sorry. No. Here we go. Reporter, where was I? That's when one of the woman's friends started recording, and then those are the stills that we've seen. See, but that changes the whole thing. When I showed those stills, and he grabbed that person by the neck, that girl by the neck. When I showed those, that was from the point of view where that nothing had happened. I thought they just attacked someone. That's it, dude. That's what I thought. I thought that Ezra Miller just freaked out and blew up on someone. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I do feel sorry for her, and I'm sorry for what happened to her, because she was obviously attacked by someone that's bigger and stronger than her. But no, bro. No. If two dudes were to say that to each other, there's a fight. Sorry. I think it's just fun and games, but then it wasn't, she said. All of a sudden, they're on top of me, choking me, still screaming in my face if I want to fight. My friend who's filming sees they're obviously not joking and it's actually serious, so he stops filming and pushes them off of me as they're still trying to fight me. Two guy friends of mine are actually holding Miller back as they're screaming, this is what you wanted. And I'm sorry, kind of, yeah. So you're not going to get any sympathy from me. Sorry. At the time of the interview, it was unclear whether the woman was aware Miller uses they, them pronouns. Okay, who the fuck cares? Look, I'm sorry. I know that this is going to come off, kind of a hot take, but I don't care. I don't care about your pronouns. If I call you ma'am or if I call you sir because you look like a ma'am or you look like a sir, don't get mad at me. Just correct me, and that's it. And then I'll say, okay, I'm sorry. Yes, he, him, or they, or whatever the hell, But who the fuck cares? This whole thing, it's a personal choice that you don't have to force everybody else to go with what you want, okay? If you look a certain way and then someone makes the mistake one time, okay, let it go. It's not a big deal. But then after that, if, like, let's say I was to say, hello, sir, and it's a girl that looks like a guy. And then the girl that looks like a guy says, could you please address me as whatever. And I was like, no, it's okay, sir. Well, that's purposely, what is it? Misgendering, right? That's purposely misgendering. You're not supposed to do that. That's an asshole thing to do. Okay. But if you're literally in a restaurant and the waiter or waitress looks like a guy, I'm going to say, excuse me, sir. Sorry. But then the waiter that looks like a guy says, excuse me, I'm not a guy. I self-identify as whatever. Okay, then I'll call you that. I apologize. Can you get me a Sprite? That's it. The woman said Miller spat in her friend's face multiple times, an affront that was dangerous in the pre-early vaccine days. Oh, this was back then? Yeah, no, back then it was crazy. Variety in 2020 confirmed Miller's actions with her friend, who also wished to remain anonymous. Eventually, see, all these people want to remain anonymous. Why? Does Ezra Miller have stans? Does it? Do they? I don't know. Eventually, she said a bartender, Rainier, ran outside to break up the fight. Rainier had arrived early for his shift that day and had seen the woman in the smoking area with her friends and Miller. When he saw the situation going way out of hand, he decided to get involved. Miller grabs me by the throat as I'm trying to usher them out of the back door and tells me they're not leaving. Rainier said. He added that Miller repeatedly claimed that the woman's friends had pushed them, which they didn't, the bartender said. They proceeded to spit in my face several times, so with the final push, I closed and locked the door. He added. Rainier then ran to lock the tavern's front entrance, where Miller, who had run along the perimeter of the building, was banging on the door and screaming to be let in. Eventually, the actor was ushered into a car by two local friends and driven away. Bro, you should have called the police. Why? You should have called the police right off the bat. What the fuck? I mean, I guess, it's Iceland, right? It's not America. Never mind. Well, in America, it'll take fucking 40 minutes for the police to get there. Variety has corroborated Rainier's account with 3 other sources, including management at Precchio. The woman who reported the incident to police, the report was confirmed by Variety, but didn't press charges. Well, that's your fault. Dude, how many more cases are we going to have to go through where people are too afraid to speak and then they're too afraid to press charges? Press the fucking charges. What is wrong with you? If something happens to you, speak up or press charges. What is wrong with these people? Why are you afraid? What is the deal? If somebody does something to you, fucking say something. But didn't press charges. Rainier was allowed to finish work early and took the COVID PCR test the next morning, which came back negative. Okay. Oh, because it was back then. My bad. Dude, back then with those COVID tests, oh man. And then I remember back then it was when they had the one where they still had to stick it all the way in your nose and have to go like all the way back. Oh, that was the worst. And I only did it one time, never again. I do believe the incident at the bar was what ruined Miller's reputation thoroughly in Iceland. Oh, you think? Rainier said they stopped coming to other bars shortly after. Rainier, who left Precchio recently and now works at a Chinese restaurant, was struck by how quickly Miller turned against the local community, leaving a trail of destruction in their path. Really? What a dick. I thought they were great to begin with. We talked about all kinds of spiritual things and went deep into philosophy, said Rainier. They had this wonderful mask on as this total sweetheart with a completely open mind who's ready to help and talk to anyone. But as soon as someone does something they don't agree with or doesn't like, it's their fault, not Ezra's. Dude, that's just that side. And if you want me to get political, Ezra's not going to be no fucking Republican or something. The people that are like that, it's what they say or nothing. That's just how they are. And that's not even about politics. That's real. That's real. The day the video of Miller choking the woman in Iceland went viral, Nadia saw it on her Twitter feed. She called them immediately. Ezra was in Iceland in a car with a friend, Nadia said. I could hear the friend, or maybe friends, I don't know, laughing, and Ezra was in a very good mood. Ezra was like, don't worry, it's just a misunderstanding. It's nothing. Nothing happened. Wow. At the time, Nadia had known Miller for just a few months, but she felt she had no reason to doubt them. In the video, it's true that the girl is smiling, so I thought, okay, I guess it was taken out of context and they were just playing around. What? What the fuck are you talking about? What Nadia met Miller in January 20 at an art opening in LA. She was visiting from Germany when Miller approached her and a friend outside and struck up a conversation. While she works in the music world, Nadia was unfamiliar with Miller's career and didn't recognize them. That person's not even a big enough star for any of this shit to be going down. But like it said, DC's already sunk 200 million into this person, so DC is pretty much fucked. They said they were a performer. She said, my friend kept on saying, it's Ezra Miller. And I kept on asking my friend, who's Ezra Miller? She liked that Miller was interested in discussing society and spiritual things. So stupid. Rather than talking about the film industry or pop culture. What? Come on. So she said, so as she was leaving the opening, Nadia asked Miller to exchange numbers. About 5 minutes into the car ride back to her hotel, Nadia said she started receiving pretty adult X-rated text messages. Damn. From Miller suggesting the two hook up, which by the way was totally fine. There was nothing abusive about it. Well, that's good. I'm just not into texting like this, she said. I told them to stop and they stopped on the spot. The two kept texting, and on Miller's last night in LA, they spent the night together. They were super caring, super nice, she said. Oh, that's good. I had no reason to suspect anything bad was ever going to happen with them. What do you mean? Come on, you already know this person has done something? Well, right? She said that. Oh, no, this person doesn't know him yet. Okay, well, know them, excuse me. Okay, well, I guess, if you don't know someone, but if I was to meet a woman, especially like Amber Heard, right? If I was to meet a woman and she had already hit multiple people in her past, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. No, I'm all right. Like, no. I don't want to date you. And I bet you someone like Amber Heard is probably really open about it, right? Like if you were to tell Amber Heard, so what were your relationships like with your exes? Well, I used to get violent with them. Red flag. But granted, this person probably didn't know that Ezra Miller was already hitting people and shit. Violate German privacy. The two kept texting. They were super caring. Blah blah blah. Had no reason. Okay. Over the next 2 years, Nadia said she and Miller continued to text each other, but every attempt to meet again in person was thwarted by either their schedules, the pandemic, or both. After plans to spend Christmas 21 together in London were foiled when Nadia's flight was canceled 3 times, she began to worry about the strength of her connection with Miller. Yeah, that does suck. That sucks so bad. Like you're working all the time and then they're working all the time and then you have kids and they have kids too, and you can't make it come around. And then every time you plan something, it's like, dude, and then you can't get out of your obligations because then you're doing and it's just, you have to tell them, look, I don't think it's going to work. I think our schedules are too crazy. We're never able to see each other. So you just have to break up. You have to stop talking to them. They've been super nice to me and I didn't feel good to not show up and refuse the invitation, she said. I thought maybe I've lost a friend because we missed each other so many times. Yeah, that does fucking suck. Even with friends, even with homeboys, bro. Like if you don't hang around with your bros every once in a while, it's like, bro, I'll miss you, bro. Like, nah, man, I ain't seen my bros in a while. Like I need to see my bros, you know what I mean? So with the Berlinale approaching in February 22, she invited Miller to visit her should they be in the city for the annual film festival. The actor had recently wrapped filming on The Flash and The Secrets of Dumbledore wasn't opening for another 2 months. So they had nothing to promote in Berlin. But one night during the festival, Nadia got a text from the actor nearly at 4 a.m. I received a message like, hey, I've arrived in Berlin. I might have to go tomorrow, she said. Miller hadn't lined up a hotel, she said. So with the city shut down amid the Omicron surge and the weather near freezing outside, she invited Miller to her apartment. Eesh. When they arrived, they were super nice, super polite, asking me if they could come in. She recalled, when I said my house is the shoes off, they had no problem taking their shoes off. Well, yeah, it's their house. They talked. She gave them the tea and vegetable soup. Then Miller began to roll a cigarette. What the fuck? Why are you going to smoke inside? Why wouldn't... That's fucking asshole. I was like, yeah, you need to smoke this outside or on the balcony. You have a balcony? Really? There's a balcony and Ezra Miller couldn't bother going on the goddamn balcony? What a fucking dick, man. There's no smoking in my house. Yeah, what the fuck, Ezra Miller? Why are you being a piece of shit? Miller kept rolling their cigarette. Nadia insisted they smoke outside. Instantly, their demeanor changed. And this, I'm quoting word for word, she said, They started with, I'm a maker of planets. Tobacco is sacred. What the fuck? Miller continued on a tirade. She said that they could do whatever they want whenever they want, basically. See, and that's what that pronoun, that's what it does to those people. Sorry. Oh, I'm going to be offensive to the pronoun people. That's how they think. They think that nobody can do anything to them because of their pronouns, because that automatically makes you transphobic, right? Like, dude, no, man. When Nadia stood up to insist, well, whatever they want, basically, when Nadia stood up to insist that the guests should honor their host's house rules, they looked at me with this really mean smile, stern face, and told me sit down like they were ordering a dog. Nadia told Miller as much. Their reply, she said, was, yes, I'm talking to you like a dog. What a fucking asshole, man. I said, okay, if you talk to me like this, it's time for you to go. For real, get the fuck out. But Miller didn't. Instead, you want to know what the problem is with someone like this? They've never had their ass kicked. That's the problem. With somebody like that, they've never been punched in the face. They've never been put down. They've never had their ass kicked. That's the problem with someone like that. Now, granted, the pronouns, if it's the pronouns, then it's the pronouns. But I'm telling you, there's people like this in all genders. Women, men, whatever he is. What is he, a trans or something? All of them. They all have. Women have it. Men have it. The trans people have it. There's just those type of people that they think they're such a badass that they can fuck with anybody. Why? Because they've never been punched in the face and they've never been put down before. That's the type of people. That's all that they are. Miller didn't. Instead, they escalated, accusing Nadia of being transphobic and a Nazi. See, transphobic again, and it's always the first thing those people run to. Yes, I said those people because I'm talking about them. But Miller didn't. Instead, I asked them if they remember. I told them I'm a descendant of Holocaust survivors, so why would they say that to me? She said, they answered, screaming at me, yes, but how many people of my family died? Because many people in their family died. I was like, oh, okay, this is a game of who's got the most trauma. Yeah, that's kind of the game that those people play. Sorry. And I said those people, and it's true. That's how they play. And especially he's from Hollywood. They're from Hollywood. That's how the people in Hollywood play. Like we're just going to go tad bit political. If you're like a black lesbian single mother, no. I don't know. Hold on. It's like an Olympics. And then if you're, hold on, let's strike that. If you're like indigenous, if you're an indigenous lesbian, queer, there's something else. And then you just keep on adding, right? And then the other person that you're talking to, because you have like 3 things on your belt, and then the other person is only just a cis white male. Okay, well, you win because you have like indigenous, queer, lesbian, whatever. Like, it's like, that's how they play, dude. And that's real. That's not anything. That's real, bro. That's how those people are. It's true. And you don't want to hang around those people, man. You really don't. So Nadia disengaged. Hold on, let me see. The most trauma. So Nadia disengaged. The only thing I said to them was, leave my house, go away, leave. Can you leave now? She said, like a broken record. Miller persisted, stalking her apartment. I told them I was calling the police because they were refusing to leave. And while I was calling the police, Ezra was calling the police. Or pretending to call the police. What the fuck? I don't know. Miller entered Nadia's bedroom, and when she told them to leave, they started to shout that they were a rape survivor and I was triggering them. See, dude, that's all. It's the same exact thing I said before. No, you can't comment and you can't be negative to me because I'm X and X and X. Because I'm indigenous and I'm queer and I'm lesbian. Like, what? No. What the fuck are you talking about? No, you're a person just like everybody else, and anyone can shit on you if they want. God. They started to say I had assaulted them, I had beat them up, I had hurt them. See, and if they say that, what's gonna happen? That's all the people do. That's all those people do. They open their mouths and they bitch and bitch and bitch and bitch and bitch, bro. That's all those people do. Miller entered Nadia's bedroom, and when she told them to leave, they started to shout that they were a rape survivor. Oh, triggering them. Yeah, we just read that. And I had heard. Oh, yeah. Finally, Nadia was able to block Miller near the entrance of her apartment with her body and said out loud that she was surprised the police hadn't arrived yet. They take like 40 minutes to get there. Miller finally gathered their things and left. Nadia called the police to tell them not to bother coming, but put her cell phone and door buzzer on silent and set about cleaning up her apartment. I thought it was over, but it was not. Damn. About 30 minutes later, at nearly 6 a.m., Nadia... 6 a.m.? All of this was going down at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you think you're going to invite a friend over at 5 o'clock in the morning and it's going to go well? Well, I mean, unless you start fucking right away. Like, look, if a girl comes over to your house and it's 5 o'clock in the morning and she's not having sex with you by like 5:15, then it's not going to happen. There was no point in calling her over. Okay? That's how it is. So 30 minutes later, nearly 6 a.m., and you're wondering, oh, I wonder, why did something bad happen? I wonder. What the fuck? About 30 minutes later, at nearly 6 a.m., Nadia heard a loud banging noise at the front door of her apartment building. When she looked inside, she could see Miller at the door seemingly attempt to break it down, and said they were screaming that Nadia had stolen their passport and money. Oh my God. Poor Nadia, man. Poor Nadia. But then again, she didn't know. She then discovered Miller had left behind a second jacket in her apartment, which did contain Miller's passport and credit card. See, this is what I'm talking about with the Adderall and with the prescription drugs. When it comes to people like this that are on prescription drugs, dude, they'll hallucinate things and they'll turn things in their mind, dude. They will. And I bet you when it comes out, the kind of stuff this person was on, they were on prescription hardcore drugs. I'm telling you. She threw down the jacket and credit card. She threw down the jacket to Miller from her balcony and went back inside. At that point, Nadia realized Miller had texted her just minutes earlier, but she said that she didn't see the text until days later when she reviewed them with a social worker. The social worker confirmed seeing this text with Nadia to Variety. It was an alarming exclamation point on what had already been a frightening experience. I did not feel safe. All 5 sources who corroborated Nadia's account with Variety said they spoke with her very soon after, in one case the day after. Good job, Nadia. Good job. Day after her alleged encounter with Miller, only Nadia's lawyer could recall Nadia telling him that Miller had declared that they were a maker of planets. That's so stupid. And that tobacco is sacred. Well, maybe. It could be. I mean, I've never smoked like tobacco, real tobacco. I think that'd probably be kind of cool, right? Like real tobacco that doesn't have a bunch of shit in it the way that the big tobacco companies have. All the sources were, tobacco is sacred. All the sources were deeply troubled by what Nadia related to them about her alleged experiences. I was worried, said one of Nadia's friends. I think she was misled. She had a memory of them from when they had a time in LA, and what she got in Berlin was really different. It sounded dangerous. Nadia said she had not seen Miller since that night, and she blocked their number on her phone, but she was deeply shaken. One of the reasons I did not feel safe is after they left, I Googled Ezra. Oh, now you Googled Ezra. I Googled Ezra to see maybe something is going on with them, and she said, and I saw a report in the press that they've made some sort of death threats to KKK members on Instagram. Yeah, I saw that. What the fuck is that? That just sounds like they're trying to virtue signal against the KKK or something. What is it? I guess. Dude, do y'all realize that the KKK isn't even a thing anymore? Like, it's not like a thing. It doesn't, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure there's some morons out there in like the South or something, but there's no such thing as the KKK anymore. Like, it's not a thing the way it was 100 years ago. In January 27th, the actor posted a message on video for the Belleville chapter of the North Carolina Ku Klux Klan. Look, if y'all want to die, I suggest just killing yourselves with your own guns, okay? Miller continued in the video. The actor has since deactivated the Instagram account. What an idiot. Otherwise, keep doing exactly what you're doing right now, and you know what I'm talking about, and then, we'll do it for you if that's really what you want. What the fuck? Why does this person talk so tough? I understand, they're really little, right? For a little person, this fucking person talks so tough. Jeez. Miller had repeatedly called Nadia a Nazi in her own home. They knew where she lived and had tried to break down her apartment building door. What was to stop them from posting about her? And then I have fans at my door wanting to beat me up. See, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know. Does this person have fans? Does Ezra Miller have fans? I didn't know that. I guess they do. After speaking with the social worker about her options, Nadia realized that a way to defend against any reprisal from Miller was to share her experience with a journalist. Ooh, ding, 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 ding. Nice job. Call the dumbass in Iceland. Maybe they should have done that. She reached out to a women's rights advocate while seeking guidance on how to proceed. That source, who also corroborated Nadia's account, put her in touch with Variety. For the Icelandic bartender Rainier, the international attention following Miller's behavior in 2020 rocked his city. Really? Which, despite being accustomed to Hollywood actors coming through town as part of Iceland's booming production scene, is less familiar with the global appeal of celebrity drama. The incident, Rainier said, brought him close to the others involved, but thanks to an Icelandic upbringing, we're rather quick at letting things go. Well, I'm pretty sure out there in the snow. Pericchio saw Miller just once more after the incident with the woman. Both Rainier and his former manager said the actor came to the bar with the gift of a stuffed toy elephant, intended as a peace offering and still kicking around somewhere in the bar. They haven't seen Miller since. 2 years later, however, following the new string of headlines about Miller, the actor is once again a topic of conversation in Reykjavik. To this day, if I see Ezra Miller, I'll look the other way and keep walking. Oh, now you will? Yeah, now you will? But still, I wish them the best. I don't want this to be their life, Rainier said. I want them to stop going through the celebrity craziness that they're going through and be happy. That's not about, has nothing to do with celebrity, man. Even though they did all this shit to me and my friends, they're still a person and that deserves good things. Yeah, but your actions speak louder than what you deserve. Sorry. If you're a fucking asshole. See, the person in Iceland, the girl in Iceland, I'm not saying it was justified that Ezra Miller, attacked them. I'm not saying, but those are fighting words. Now, this woman, this woman in Germany, apparently it was, right? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. And I started with that notion, but I guess now it's proven why. The only reason that Ezra Miller still has a movie is because they sunk $200 million into this fucking person. That's literally, there's only one reason, and that's it right there. So it is kind of understandable. I guess I can kind of understand. I want them to stop going through, but not if they continue acting the way that they have. Yeah, you get what you give. Yeah. Nadia is less forgiving about Miller's behavior. Well, yeah, because that was more of a sexual thing. Like they were looking to bang, and then they started freaking out. But also a bit less concerned about any reprisal from the actor since they're facing so many other allegations and legal battles. They're probably not thinking about me anymore because I'm just one of the many people they abused. And that is the end of that. Wow, dude. And I want to go over this one more time. Because for the women watching, now I want to ask the women watching, look, if a woman told you, where is it? Hold on, let me find it again. Okay, here it is. If a woman told you, just so you know, I could take you in a fight, girl. If a woman told you that, and you said, you really want to fight, and then the woman told you back, okay, well, meet me in the smoking room in 2 minutes. Ladies, is that a joke? Is a woman joking with you? Same thing, fellas. Is that a joke if a dude told you that? Fuck no, bro. Nah, dude. If you want to fucking go throw, let's go, dude. Let's go to the fucking smoking area. And it's Iceland, so I doubt that the police are going to come anytime soon because there's probably only like one cop for every 5,000 miles or some shit. So, I guess that's going to be it, man. Hey, good day. I'm glad I saved this one for the whole day because I knew it was going to be a full day of reading. So I guess now we're going to end it here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. I guess now it's proven. Now, we kept on saying, why was Ezra Miller getting so many chances? Why was Ezra Miller, still having the Flash movie? Well, there it is. $200 million. Wow. Okay. So that's it. And it's so, and maybe in the future, these studios, well, I doubt that. I doubt they're that smart. Maybe if you're sinking $200 million into a person, maybe you put a babysitter on their ass. What do you think? Like if I was the head of a studio and I'd be like, hey, what's up, bro? And they'd be like, oh yeah, well, we're going to do this and we're going to do this. Okay, so how much is it going to cost? Okay, well, it's going to end up being $200 million. Really? Okay. Well, you better put a fucking babysitter on that guy. If I'm sinking $200 million into that piece of shit, I want someone on his ass and I want someone making sure that this asshole doesn't do anything. So if you were going to spend $200 million on this asshole, put a goddamn babysitter on his ass. And that's all you got to do. What is wrong with you people in Hollywood? What is wrong? What is wrong? But oh well. So yeah, that's going to be about it for today. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me this long. We will catch you next time.